Hey friends, my name is Jonathan Chavez. I am sending this video from New Orleans, Louisiana, where I have been pastoring for almost the past 2 years. I am pursuing the Master of Arts in Theology and Ministry. I'm about to finish my first year. I'm very excited about that. I graduated from my BA in Bible and Theology from a university in a small town called Cleveland in Tennessee. That was back in December 2002. Then I went to ministry as a senior pastor and as a church planter in my home country, Peru, where I pastored for 8 years with my wife. We had 2 children. My wife is from Mexico, so our children, Isaac and Hadassah, they are both Mexican Peruvian or Peruvian Mexican. After pastoring 8 years in in Lima, Peru, my city and country, we moved to my wife's city and country, Mexico City, where we planted a church in the garage of a house, and almost 7 years later, the church had grown up to almost 300 people, and we were doing services in a facility that they used for parties and sweet 16s and all of those things. So the church rented that place, that facility, for 350 people, and that's where we were meeting. After that, our denomination, which is Church of God, invited us to come to the U.S. to pastor a small church in a city called Rogers in Arkansas. We were almost 2 years pastoring there, and after 2 years, we were offered a position in a larger church here in New Orleans, Louisiana, as senior pastors, and we came as one of the 4 candidates for this church. By the grace of God, in January 2019, we won the elections, if we want to call it like that, by 87 to 88% of the votes. And that's where we have been working and pastoring in El Milagro Church. It's a Hispanic church. The name is the Miracle Church of God. So this is probably my second IS class. First one was IS501, then IS502. And my experience with spiritual practices has been mostly in my church scenario as a senior pastor, in prayer and listening, silence and solitude, Sabbath keeping. So it's been quite an interesting experience to practice those things in ministry and get me to study them now in my master's degree. It's going to be good to get to know you guys through our BF groups and this class. God bless.